Hello and welcome or welcome back to Actually Let's Talk About It with me, your host Lily. And today, y'all, I will be reacting to ATs, but it's ATs special clips slash covers from some ATs members. So I'm doing 4 videos today. So the first video will be for Songhwa, his cover of Troye Sivan's Angel Baby. I have never heard that song in full. I just know how the chorus kind of goes, but I've never heard the song in full. And then we're gonna see San's cover. It's in Korean and I can't read Hangul. So we'll circle back to the title. And then also Yosung's cover. Again, it's in Korean, so I can't read the title because I can't read Hangul. I'm working on it, but I can't read it as of right now. And then the fourth clip will be for Uyung, and it will be about, it's another Korean song, but it's called, I think they have the English for, like, the English name for it is Ethan 1245. I think I could be wrong, but I think that is it. But it will be our 4 vocalists, okay, in the group. And then I will do like some of Jungkook's and Yuno's and Mingi and Hongjoon's covers in another video, but I just wanted to do like kind of half the group now and then half the group just to see like the differences. And especially because we're all familiar with Jungkook. I'm not familiar with him in terms of his covers outside of ATs, but we are familiar with how his voice is and how great it is. And I wanted to see specifically the other 4 vocalists of the group as well, just to have that perspective before we go into any other group members' covers. But yeah, y'all, we're going to begin right away with Songhwa's cover of Angel Baby by Troye Sivan. But before we do that, we are going to give our patrons their shout out on Patreon. So the first patron shout out does go out to Genoviva, and then the second patron shout out does go out to Audrine. And I want to thank you both so much for your support on the Patreon. It truly does mean the world to me. And also, if you're watching this video on YouTube and you're a subscriber on the channel, I want to thank you so much for being a subscriber. And if you're watching this on YouTube and you have yet to subscribe to the channel, do not forget to do so. So you're on the road to 600 subscribers, and every day we get a whole heck of a lot closer to that goal. But yeah, y'all, and if you would like to support the channel, don't forget to subscribe. But y'all, we gonna get straight into it because I know it's gonna be beautiful. I just can't wait to see it, okay? And then this cover says it was from 5 months ago. Okay, let's go Songhwa. And we're gonna get into it because I'm just so excited to hear him here. Let's go. Gonna turn it up a little bit. Oh, except for my Angel 18. Oh, that's so sweet. Sir.
I need a lover to keep me safe. Put me from hell, bring me back again. Bring me the classics, something romantic. Give me more when I don't even have it. I always dream.
Okay, like, that is so beautiful because if anybody who knows Troye Sivan, you know that he is an openly gay man. And the fact that Songhwa did not change the lyrics to her, oh my goodness, like, that is just, I love when people keep the same lyrics as the artist. They don't try to change the gender at all. I love Songhwa for this. Y'all, okay, y'all don't even understand how beautiful that is, just to keep the integrity of the song. I really love Songhwa for this. That's all I'm gonna say.
Dreamed of a solo face. Someone that feels like a holiday. But now every pieces, really believing. Starting the thing that I've lost all feeling. You came at the blue on a rainy night. No lie, I'll tell you how I almost died. When you're bringing me back to life. I just wanna live in this moment forever.
Come on, Songhwa, don't play with him.
Cause I'm afraid that living couldn't get any better.
Oh my goodness, come on.
Started giving up on the world forever. Until you give it ever so we could be together. You're my angel, angel, baby, angel.
Okay.
You're my angel, baby, baby, you're my angel.
Okay.
I fall in love with the little things.
he's in
Tell me a
London.
secret, baby, I can't.
And then in Paris,
Baby,
okay.
we can play house for the weekend. You came out the blue on a rainy night. No lie, I tell you how I almost died when you're bringing me back to life.
Oh,
I just wanna live in this moment forever.
I love that character so much.
'Cause I'm afraid that living couldn't get any better.
Come on now.
Sorry, giving up on the word forever.
Preach it to us.
Till you gave a never so we could be together. You're my angel, angel, baby, angel. You're my angel, baby, baby, you're my angel, angel, baby. All the secret twisted lies that I've been waiting for. Tell me words is all along. Yeah. I just wanna live in this moment forever. 'Cause I'm afraid that living couldn't get any better. Sorry, giving up on the word forever. Till you gave a never so we could be together. You're my angel, angel, baby, angel. You're my angel, baby,
Oh, the
baby.
ducks. Okay, it's so peaceful to watch. I don't know why.
Angel, angel, baby,
Okay, vocalist, come on
you're
now.
my angel, baby, baby, you're my angel.
I love it. Oh, Songhwa is so it. He is just, I love him so. He deserves, and that's all I will say. He just deserves completely and wholly, and I do mean that. Like this man, that was just so beautiful. I haven't heard the Troye Sivan version, and very few people can measure up in terms of his vocals, because he was one of the artists that I really liked back in my high school days, and like, but Songhwa really captured the essence of that song, like in every way possible. He just deserves. He deserves, and I'm so glad that he can show off his vocals in such a way. I really, really, really love it, and how this song has so many meanings. It could be romantic, it can be platonic, you know, it could be sorrowful, it could be happy, you know, like there's so many ways in which you can interpret this song. But I'm just really loving his voice here, and I'm so like into, I wanted KQ to like let the members of ATEEZ, because there is 8 of them, have vocal units and rap units in songs to where you can really hear like more of the vocalist, because there is 5, Songhwa included, because he's now part of the rapper unit kind of, but he's still a vocalist. And it's kind of hard when you have that many vocalists for everybody to shine equally, because even in BTS, which, you know, y'all know, that's the group outside of ATEEZ that I really be jamming with, they even have subunits in songs that they do on their EPs and their albums for this reason, because I think it allows everybody to shine. And I really want to hear, as even Jungkook was talking about it before, where he wants to do more of the high notes and other things. And I'm just like, yeah, we want to hear more from Yeosan and San and Songhwa as well. And I'm just like, I feel like it could be, and Wooyoung, and it could be done. I feel like I want them to do that more going into their next couple of albums, just so we can really get all of the diversity that every vocalist has in their repertoire. Okay, and also for them to expand on the talent that they already have. Okay, because I'm like, this cover is giving. It's giving. Okay, it's giving. And also, if they want to release solo projects, I would love for KQ to like let them do that, because I feel like that would be cool too, just to see outside of ATEEZ, what do they want to do as individual singers or rappers. I would love that too. Okay, but maybe I'm just hypothetical, like theorizing, but I really want to see all of the talent that we already know that every member of ATEEZ possesses, both collectively, subunitly, and individually. That's what I want to see. That's what I want to see. But, all in good time, because KQ is a bit of a smaller company, allegedly. I think they're a smaller company still, so it could take resources to do that. But I am hoping that they do eventually elevate to that plateau where they can do that. I feel like that would be good for the members in general. But yeah, y'all, we are going to get into the next video, and it's for San. And again, I do not know the actual name of this song because it is in Hangul completely. But let me see if the description tell me a little something. Okay, let me see if the description will tell. No. Oh wait, no. According to the comments. Okay, so I think it's Breathe, because they said it was composed by Jonghyun of SHINee, and I do know the song must be Breathe. Okay, it must be that one, because I'm like, I recognize the characters, and that's the song that I'm thinking of here. It must be that one. Okay, like it must be that one. It must be that one. Like it has to be that one. I believe it's Lee Hee's song, Breathe. Yep, I think that's it. Because I'm like, as soon as I saw the comment that said composed by Jonghyun, I'm like, I was immediately thinking of Lee Hee's Breathe. So San is about to give us that song, y'all. Oh my gosh. That's one of my favorite songs from her. Even though I love her new stuff as well, it's one of my favorite songs. And, it's one of my favorite songs that Jonghyun has written. And it's very deep. Okay? It's talking about a lot. And if you know, you know.
숨을 크게 쉬어봐요. 당신의 가슴 양쪽이 저리게 조금은 아파올 때까지 숨을 더 뱉어봐요. 당신의 안에 남은 게 없다고 느껴질 때까지 숨이 벅차 몰라도 괜찮아요. 아무도 그댈 탓하진 않아. 가끔은 실수해도 돼. 누구든 그랬으니까 괜찮다는 말뿐인 위로지만 누군가의 한숨 그 무거운 숨을 내가 어떻게 헤아릴 수가 있을까요? 당신의 한숨 그에 깊이 이해할 수는 없겠지만 괜찮아요. 내가 안아줄게요.
Song better sing.
그대로 내뱉어요.
Come on.
내가 안아줄게요. 정말 수고했어요.
Come on now. Come on now. Y'all, Song was given. He was given. He delivered it. He delivered it. And that's all I'm gonna say. He delivered. He delivered. He devoured. Because it's not an easy song. That particular song, just like Troye Sivan's song, Angel Baby, was not an easy song. Like, AT's got some vocalists. That's for sure. Okay? Okay? I mean, like, the way that song just carries, whether he's dancing or not, the emotions of the song, and emotes them well, even in his vocals, cannot be stressed enough, especially for this particular song, where that is literally the whole purpose of the song, is to convey that emotion. It is to stir up a feeling in you. It is to make you feel the gravity of the subject matter of the song. And Son did just that. I mean, you know, the encouragement that's wrapped up in this song for those people who are just like, where life is just seems like it's so much, and it literally reminds you to just breathe. And I was just like, y'all know, you know, and then, you know, just remembering that this song was written by Jonghyun, and I'm just like, you know, really brings the gravity of everything together. And I'm not going to get too much into it, but he is one of my favorite artists that have come out of South Korea, because he just spoke about a lot. And, you know, I discovered him after he passed away, but his music and the songs that he wrote for other artists, it'll last the test of time for sure, because it's songs like these that'll give encouragement to people that feel like they can't go on. And I'm really grateful that Son did this song, because we just never know what people are going through, so even our favorite people. And so it's good that they have a resource that they can tap into whenever they're feeling like things are too much, and they can get strength from the lyrics and songs. So I'm like, just like the rest of us. So I'm like, yeah, I really love it. I really love it. And that's why I'm saying, y'all, that's why I'm saying, like, subunits for ATEEZ, I feel like in some of these albums that they will come out with, that they should start doing that. Okay, like, they should definitely start doing that. However many members they want to put in the subunit on a song, I really think that they should start doing that for at least 1 or 2 songs, because I feel like it'll give, for certain songs, I feel like it could be vocalist only songs, and for certain songs, I feel like it could be rappers only, and it would really still work. Maybe. Okay, but I'm trying to think about the concept as well of ATEEZ. It could work, but, you know, it would have to be tailored for the theme of the album. So it might be a bit harder than what I'm thinking it is, but I still think that they should start doing it, just so we can hear everybody shine. Okay, like, it wasn't until I saw, like, a video for Halazia, it was only Yo Song's verse, and it was 24 seconds long. And I was like, that's short. Okay, so I'm like, yeah, we want to, hopefully KQ can think of a little something. But yeah, Son, I'm like, he is talented. And I knew that from watching Wanties during the drinking special, when they were all doing karaoke and singing, and they were drunk, but they were singing ballads and Broadway songs and things like that in their own songs. Okay, better than the studio version. I'm just like, drunk. I was like, there's nothing ATEEZ can't do. That's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, y'all, we're gonna get into the next song, which is the next cover, the next special clip, and it's gonna be Yo Song's special clip and special cover, and it's in Hangul. Let me see if I can find out what the title of this song. Okay, let me see. I need to figure out what what song it is, and I'm trying to find it in the comments. Will somebody please tell me what song this is? Okay, let me see something. Let's see a little something. Okay, just okay there. Okay, I'm trying to find the name of this song. I can't find it, y'all. Okay, so let me know in the comments who the artist is, because I don't think, or let me copy and paste it in Google search it. We're gonna do it the old-fashioned way. Okay, let me copy and paste it and Google search it and see if it comes up with an artist's name that I will be able to. Oh, okay, Hug Me by Jung Junil. Okay, was released in 2011. It's a folk song, apparently. That's interesting. Okay, so the song is called Hug Me. Okay, ooh, see, Google for the win. Google for the win, y'all. Google for the win. I knew I'll find it. Okay, so it's called Hug Me. And this is an older song. Okay, so it was released 12 years ago. Wow. Okay, so maybe your song when he was a kid, he heard it. And it spoke to him. Okay. But we're going to see. I already know your son going to eat this. I already know he going to eat it up. But let's go. Let's go. Because we got to see him do what he do best. And he going to shine every time. Let's go, your song.
서러운 마음을 못 이겨 잠 못 들던 어두운 밤을 더 견디고 내 절망과 상관없이 무심하게도 아침은 날 깨우네 상처는 생각보다 쓰리고 아픔은 생각보다 깊어가 날 원망하던 수많은 밤이 내겐 지옥 같아 내 곁에 있어줘 내게 머물러줘 네 손을 잡은 날 놓치지 말아줘
Your song ain't no joke.
이렇게 네가 한 걸음 멀어지면 내가 한 걸음 더 가면 되잖아 하루에도 수천 번씩 네 모습을 되뇌이고 생각했어 내게 했던 모진 말들 그 싸늘한 눈빛 차가운 표정들 넌 참 예쁜 사람이었잖아
Wow. Your son is like incredibly talented. I already knew that, but I didn't know it was like this. I did not know it was like this, y'all.
내 곁에 있어줘 내게 머물러줘 네 손을 잡은 날 놓치지 말아줘 이렇게 네가 한 걸음 멀어지면 내가 한 걸음 더 가면 되잖아
Okay, y'all. So this talent on this man? This man. Come on now. What? Your song? Okay, you know, I'm gonna save it to the end, y'all.
그냥 날 안아줘 나를 좀 안아줘 아무 말 말고서 내게 달려와줘 외롭고 불안하기만 한 맘으로 이렇게 널 기다리고 있잖아 난 너를 사랑해 난 너를 사랑해 긴 침묵 속에서 소리내 외칠게 어리석고 나약하기만 한 내 마음을
Wow. 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 Y'all, and again I say wow. Wow. Okay, like, I don't think y'all understand the gravity of what your son just did on this track, on this cover. I just, okay, I'm just like, what your song did on this song, on this cover, he very much made it his own, to where I don't think I even need to listen to the original, because I feel like it ain't gonna measure up to what he just did here. And like, this is bringing up the point of what I said, that KQ and the producers of ATEEZ's albums, they need to rethink the approach. That's all I'm going to say, because it's the fact that we haven't heard too much from San and Yeosang and Seonghwa sometimes in songs since, because I reacted to all their albums. You don't hear very much from them, and knowing that they have this kind of range, it's baffling. Okay, like, it's baffling me. Like, I did not know Yeosang could sing like this, because you never get to hear him sing, really. Okay, I'm just gonna put it, like, I'm gonna say it bluntly. Like, you never really get to hear him sing. And I'm like, knowing he has this type of, like, y'all, like, KQ is sitting on talent, and I don't feel like they're being as utilized as they could be here. And I think that, like, that is just, it's my opinion, but I feel it so strongly now, having listened to the last 3 covers that I've listened to. Because I feel like, what the heck is going on? I was like, you know, like, what the heck is going on? Like, they need to have either solo projects, or you need to sub-unit them and allow them to have songs where they have more than 1 line or 2. Because Yeosang was having 1, 2, 3, maybe 4, 5 lines since AT started making albums. That's how many lines he, like, on average gets, sometimes per song and sometimes per album, if we're being real. And I'm just like, and knowing he has this type of range, and possibly even more that we haven't heard, and KQ's sitting on this talent, I'm just like, now, something needs to be done, because that's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy to me, because when people be like talking about the best singers in K-pop, you know, of course Jungkook comes up, but Seonghwa, San, and Yeosang can also be on the list as well if we heard more from them. And I'm just like, they need to do something. They need to do something. Just like Big Hit, when fans demanded that they do more, and they start sub-uniting the members in BTS, we're going to have to start demanding as ATEEZ them starting to subunit the members in ATEEZ as well in their albums, so that everybody gets their chance to properly shine on a song. Because the talent that they're not using right now, like, I think like a lot of ATEEZ songs are great, but knowing the range of their vocalists now, specifically so far from what we've heard, Seonghwa and San and Yeosang, it's just crazy to me that the producers on these albums, and like everybody involved in the production of these albums, haven't thought maybe we should subunit for some of these songs, or maybe we should switch up the tone to a ballad, just so we can have them be able to hear the members like this. Because what? I'm like, what? Like, it took a lot for us to get, if you are familiar with BTS music, to The Truth Untold, where it was a subunit of all 4 singers in BTS, because there's 3 rappers and 4 singers. It took a lot to get there. However, even before that album, they had solo songs for the members to shine on that had to do with their individual story in the storyline of the universe that BTS had created around their concept. And I feel like that's something that KQ needs to do for ATEEZ. They need to start having solo songs, as well as subunit songs and as well as group songs on albums, because you can't sit on this. Like, you can't sit on this. The talent that Yeosang showed here, like, you can't just let that sit or only use it for how deep his voice can go. Because what? Okay, what? I would feel some type of way if I could sing like this. I would feel some type of way if my company wasn't utilizing my voice the way that I'm capable of it being utilized. I would feel some type of way after a minute. And that's all I'm gonna say. I would feel some type of way after a minute. And I feel like KQ needs to make sure that they're not making members feel a certain type of way. Because I know Yeosang ain't like that. But me personally, I'll be like, okay, you know what, I'm getting paid anyway. But I could be doing more, okay, than what you're giving me. But I'm gonna take it, but I could be doing more. So I'm like, I think I need KQ to do a little bit more, because like they sitting on it right now. And I don't know if they got anything planned with them individually, but they need to hop to it. Okay, they need to hop to it and quit playing. Okay, they need to hop to it and quit playing, because all this freaking potential. And these are just individual, these are just covers. These might not even be their actual sounds as artists, but they're giving like it's their own song. From Songhwa to San to Yeosang. I mean, the talent is right here. And it's a disservice to them as talented individuals to not do something with it. Okay, to not give opportunity where it is deserved to be given. Okay, because people like to say, oh, JYP has the best vocalist, YG Entertainment has the best vocalist, SM Entertainment has the best vocalist, Big Hit or High B Labels has the best vocalist. Some of the best vocalists that I've heard in K-pop, it's these 3 men right here in KQ. And I'm like, and Jungkook, of course, and I haven't heard Wooyoung, but I know Wooyoung can sing. So these five vocalists in ATEEZ alone can be some of the best voices in K-pop right now. And what is KQ doing with it? You know, like, I'm not gonna get upset, but I'm just like, I need KQ to be a little bit more for real. I need the production team to think about how they can mold songs around these voices that they have. Because if I was a writer, if I was a producer, I already have thoughts of the way that they can mold songs around Yeosang's voice, around Son's voice, around Jungkook's voice, around Songhwa's voice, and around Wooyoung's voice, and make it work to where everybody has lines, and include the rap verses too, if they wanted it to still be a group song. I'm just like, there's so many options, and it just doesn't seem like the thought process is geared there, because I'm just like, it should be. That's all I'm gonna say, because I get that you don't want them to have certain vocals because they have choreography as well, but come on now. Like, my first K-pop concert I ever attended was in 2019. It was a BTS concert. There were some times when they were not dancing at all, especially for the solo, like the subunit songs for the vocalists. They were just literally not dancing. They were just giving us a ballad, and I would pay for that. I would pay for that from ATEEZ. I would pay for that if I got to hear Yeosang and San and Jungkook outside of his high notes, which he has voiced complaints about publicly, okay? And Songhwa and Wooyoung. I would pay for that, okay? Because I want to see them shine in ways we haven't seen them. And they've been out for a long enough time for KQ to do just that. But you know, I do also get that they need to rest as well. But when they come back from their rest or relaxation, okay, I'm like, I want to see more from the people that we don't hear from. I want to see more from the people that we do hear from, but maybe the songs aren't being shaped to where it can cater to the diversity of their vocal or rap capabilities. That's all I'm gonna say. Because I hear Mingi sings too. And I'm just like, you know, I'm not gonna ramble too long, y'all, but like, after hearing Yeosang, like, it's not grinding my gears, but it's just, I'm like, it's right there. Like the talent is right there. And we need to utilize it. The people want it to be utilized. 18 wants it to be utilized because I'm seeing these comments and they saying exactly what I'm feeling. Okay, like, because it feels like it's a bit of a crime. Like they said in this comment, it's a bit of a crime to not utilize this talent. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. But we're gonna get to the final cover, which is Wooyoung's cover, y'all. Okay, we're gonna get to it, which is Ethan 1245 cover. But I said what I said, and I mean it.
It's 12:45 on a Tuesday. I don't really care what you say.
Ooh.
I'm just getting off my face tonight.
Okay, Wooyoung.
Cause I'm just trying to live to the weekend. I don't know how I'm supposed to breathe when everything you say is playing on my mind. You don't know where I've been, and you don't know what I'm drinking. I need a moment to think about nothing at all. Oh baby, you gotta stop. See that you're calling. I told you that I am picking up. I know that you wanna start, cause we got our problems. I love you, but I just need tonight off.
Okay. Preach it to him. Okay, Wooyoung. I feel it.
Oh baby, you gotta stop. See that you're calling. I told you that I ain't picking up. I know that you wanna start, cause we got our problems. I love you, but I just need tonight off. Oh, just one night off. Love you, but I just need tonight off. It's 12:45 on a Tuesday. I don't really care what you say. I'm just getting off my face tonight.
Wow. Even here, I am not going to get upset. Okay, that's all I'm saying. But even here, like the talent is here. And I'm just okay, like, and it's in English. Songhwa and Wooyoung show that they're not just talented enough to sing in Korean. They can also sing in English too. Yeah. Y'all, like, I feel like these covers, they may be happy to hear from our guys, our vocalists that we sometimes don't get to hear enough from in terms of like albums sometimes. But it kind of made me a little mad. I'm not gonna even lie. Like, it made me a little upset with KQ and the production team, because as a producer, as an arranger, you know, as a writer, no, not even a writer, as a producer and arranger of music and curating of an album, it is, you know, like, it is really your job to get the best possible outcome from the vocalists and the rappers that you have. And knowing that they have this much talent, and we don't always get to see that much talent in the albums, like, to hear it from other, like, from these particular members as well, that kind of made me a little upset. Okay, like, that kind of made me a little mad. I feel like something definitely needs to be done with KQ and the producers on these albums, because we need to start hearing more from Yeosang. We need to start hearing more from San. We need to start hearing more from Wooyoung. And we need to start hearing more from Songhwa. And we need to hear more from Jungkook other than high notes. We need to actually hear the range that these men have, because it's there. It's there. It's there. And that is the craziest part. Like, it's there. The material is there. It is there. And it's not being utilized in a way that I feel would be beneficial. You know, I'm just like, oh, okay. It's not like a situation where it's like One Direction where only like a few people was kind of talented and everybody else kind of, like for me, Zayn was the most talented in that group. Okay, it's not like the situation where it's giving like the situation where there was this group before a little bit before, a little bit before, not my time. Well, there was a group called New Edition, and everybody in that group was talented, but there was less members in New Edition. There was less members, okay, but still. And it was the way that when certain members started to get more shine than others in songs, the label actually had to let them branch out as solo artists sometimes and then come back to the group so that you could see the full vocal capability. And sometimes you gotta do that, okay? Sometimes you gotta do that, not necessarily branching out as solo, but give them solo songs. This is K-pop. They can do a solo song. Every member of ATEEZ can do a solo song. And it still makes sense. I'm just like thinking about that. Or they could do a subunit song and it still makes sense and it still ties to the universe that they created for ATEEZ and Hall ATEEZ, Pirate ATEEZ. It can still connect. But I want to hear from them. I want to hear from them. And I think this has just made me want to hear more from the people that we don't normally hear from in ATEEZ songs. That is what this has made me want. I'm like, now I want to see them in all that they can do. Because it doesn't seem like we've heard much from them. And I feel like they need to do that. They need to do that. There's 8 members. That's a lot of people. It's a lot of people. It's a lot of people in a group. It's not possible to divvy it up equally enough for everybody to be heard in a 3-minute song. It's just not possible. You could try, but it's not possible. So sometimes you got to split it in half. Or you got to split it to where 5 and 3. Or you got to split it to where it's 6 and 2. However you want to do it. It might need to be split on some songs. Some songs could be a group effort. Some songs could be a subunit effort. Some songs could even be a solo effort. We have intros and outros in ATEEZ albums. Give some of those intros and some of those outros to members that we won't hear as much in this album. Start there. I'm like, somewhere it has to, something has to do. Something has to be done. Okay, do that. Because that's what other groups are doing too. Certain members that won't be heard as often in songs, they'll give the intros or the outros too. Start doing that. I think KQ just needs to start thinking of ways to incorporate all the talent that they have from ATEEZ specifically into song. Because that seems where the misstep is happening. Figure out a way to where everybody is being heard in the album. Everybody may not necessarily need to be heard in the song, but everybody needs to be heard in the album in the range that makes them shine the best. And I feel like it can be done. You just got to put more effort into it. That's all I'm going to say. And it's not nothing to shade KQ about, but it's just something that I've noticed. And I'm just like, yeah, more can be done. More can be done. Because ATEEZ is racking it in for the company. ATEEZ has made the company what it is. So it will be beneficial to cater to the talents of the members and make sure that they want to continue, with the company. That's all I'm going to say. Not that I doubt that they will, but I'm just like, they need more shine. They deserve to have more shine on them than they do. And that's all I'm going to say, especially for Yeosang and other members, because I'm just like, he ain't even my bias. And I'm just like, he got all this talent? Because Yeosang, really, out of all the 4 covers, Yeosang stood out to me. And I love me some San, because San is my bias. One of my biases outside of Mingi. But Yeosang really stood out to me. And I'm like, and he was one of the people that I even commented, I believe, in other reactions for ATEEZ albums that you didn't hear a lot of in the albums from their debut to now. There's even been videos where they put all of his lines that have been showing up on just all regularly when I go on YouTube after I've signed in. It'll be all of his lines from the beginning of the ATEEZ to current. And it's 4 or 5 minutes. And I'm just like, or less. I'm not even sure if that was the right number. I'm like, it might have been just 2 minutes. And I'm just like, yeah, and that's just one member. Can't imagine what everybody else, how the lines are being distributed. And I get that they choose the best vocal for the thing, but sometimes maybe you have to change the tempo of the song to get the best vocal possible for the song. Sometimes maybe you have to change the instrumental, because a lot of times certain songs aren't built for certain voices. But if the songs keep being kind of like a repetitive instrumental that like it just constantly doesn't suit these other voices, then maybe the instrumental is a problem. I don't know. But I'm like, maybe the arrangement needs to be rearranged. Could be. But I'm just like, that's my thoughts though. There was a little bit of a rant. Just a little bit. But I really want every member of ATEEZ to be able to shine. Because I'm like, I ain't never worried about hearing Mingi on a song. I ain't never worried about hearing Hongjoong on a song. I ain't never worried about hearing them two on a song. I'm like, I know I'm going to hear them. Okay? But I'm just like, where about everybody else? And then like, y'all, okay? Like, he wasn't here on the list of people that I reacted to, but he will be in the next video. And I'm thinking about him now. How many times have we really heard his voice? But I could probably go all day with this, and I won't. I'm going to stop it here. So if y'all made it till the end of the video, I want to thank you so much for watching and going through my little tirades in between the covers, because after hearing Yeosang sing like that, got me in my feelings just a little bit. But y'all stayed until the end of this video. I want to thank you so much for watching. If you're watching this on YouTube, you're a subscriber on the channel. Again, I would thank you so much for being a subscriber. And if you are watching this on YouTube and you have yet to subscribe to the channel, do not forget to do so. And also, if you're watching this on Patreon and you are a Patreon, on the Patreon, I want to thank you so much for your support. And it really does mean the world to me. But yeah, y'all, I do apologize that it was a bit long, but I just had to get my feelings out there. It had me not in my feelings, but just wanting to see change for the members. That's all. But yeah, y'all, we'll be back with the next ATEEZ reaction or other related ATEEZ content. But until then, y'all, I'll see you on the next one. Bye.